Welcome back to this week's episode. Today we're checking out another one of my listings that's in the North Atlanta area. This one is in kind of Johns Creek, Roswell area. If you guys are familiar with the Rivermont community, this is a townhouse right in the community, but it's a really infamous community at times because it has a lot of 80s contemporaries in the community, and it has been known for properties to sit on market for a little bit. Actually, right now they're doing pretty well because people are starting to realize that these townhouses and the houses in the communities as well, a lot of the contemporaries from the 70s and 80s are actually really good homes for entertaining. It's actually why a lot of them were designed for this purpose. So the ways they flow are actually working really well to have a lot of people over, and the designs are pretty much a artifact of that, which we don't get a lot of nowadays because we're always on our phones, we're inside, we're playing video games, we're watching TV. We're really not having a lot of people over, but if you are someone who is social and likes to have people over, these are actually well-designed homes for that reason. The actual floor plan itself supports that. But without getting too much into all of that, this property is actually already sold. I'm actually really excited to see that. It pretty much sold within a day itself. So obviously the rumors aren't true. Obviously it was able to sell, and obviously I'm quite happy to see that. But this is a great property. He did a lot of renovations on the property. It overlooks the golf course in Rivermont, and it's actually just right there overlooking the fairway on the 5th hole. So really good place. But also one thing that I wanted to note about the Rivermont, it's called Rivermont Colonies, the actual segment of Rivermont that has the townhouses in it. And the reason I wanted to note this is because it has really low HOAs from what I've seen. So most townhouse communities will have these absurdly high HOAs for just what you get. You know, I get if you're in Midtown and you're in Buckhead and you're getting in these buildings where, albeit they're $600 a month, but you're getting all these amenities, you're in a building that's shared by everybody, you're in a great location, the building has to upkeep a lot of stuff, and even a lot of times you'll get utilities thrown in as well. But for the fact that you don't really get a lot of that in most townhouse communities, you actually do get it in this community, and you're not paying like $250, $300 a month. A ton of townhouse communities, you're still paying $250 to $350 a month. And there's nothing. There's maybe a pool where most suburban neighborhoods that are single family homes may have a pool charge of like $500 for the annual fee. And so to see that monthly in so many townhouse communities is just outright infuriating. I can see why people don't want to buy in places with HOAs, and places without HOAs have their prices go up so much. But luckily Rivermont is really not one of those areas. The only mandatory HOA is a $350 fee and then a $500 fee for the actual main community itself. So really nice to see that you can actually be in a townhouse, actually have something that's relatively affordable in the North Atlanta area, and not just get absolutely destroyed, have all your equity eaten away and all of your appreciation eaten away because you're paying all these fees and HOAs, which is pretty much just like lighting money on fire and throwing it out the window from an actual principle and equity perspective. But guys, without further ado, let's get into this and let's see how nice this townhome is.